Freddy's dead. The final nightmare. First of all, this film starts with a quote from Freddy. Welcome to primetime, bitch. Nightmare 6 is definitely the craziest film in the franchise. This film is just balls to the wall insane. The horror is gone. It is a full-on comedy. You can tell just from the very beginning when Freddy becomes the Wicked Witch of the West and just says, "Hi, I'm Freddy. I'm the witch." Instead of trying to scare anybody, Freddy just fucks with people. Like, this guy, he has deafness, so I'm gonna make his ears bleed. Haha, isn't that funny? It's like everything's a big joke to him rather than just trying to kill people or scare people. It's so fucking stupid, but I love it. There's just a long sequence of this film where Freddy's just playing a video game with a kid, and it looks fucking awful. Look at these horrible, like, what is this effect? It looks like shit. And Freddy's just lounging with a controller here. It's so stupid. This is literally in the movie. Oh, how do they stop this? Well, they just go in the room and, like, get rid of his controller. Like, Freddy's a little kid there, and they just take it away from him. It's so beat! Like, Freddy's gonna try to kill him. I want to play my game, so fuck you. And the one kid who's acting is just terrible. He makes dumb faces the whole time.
No. Beat my high score.
Just to let you know, does any of this look scary to you? Remember the first Nightmare on Elm Street where it actually tried to scare you? Here it's just like, fuck it. Freddy's just having a time of his life playing a game. And you know what? That makes me happy. It's nice to see a pedophile who is obviously a serial killer have some joy in his life. Oh, you're probably wondering what the hell the plot of this film is. Well, this is the quote-unquote final nightmare. Spoiler, it isn't. So there's this recovery center for youths. A bunch of these kids who have like parent issues are there, and they're all punks, and I hate every single one of them. So it's actually a movie where you actually want the kids to die. And seeing as the fact that they get the dumbest and most creative deaths in the series, it just makes it more satisfying. You want to see Carlos here get his head exploded for being a little doofus, or the other kid for being a jackass. We have the setup here, but now it's even weirder because this film has no continuity to other films, at least no previous returning characters other than Freddy himself, of course. So they go to the town where Freddy's from, I guess, and now it's a weird diluted town. It's like haunted and cursed with like no kids because Freddy, I guess, kill everyone. I don't know how that works exactly. It's just a random weird plot point they brought up in this film only. Like, that wasn't a thing before. And everyone in this town acts like weird creeps and stuff like that. So this one woman who works for a police station is trying to help this other guy regain his memory at this one town that she's somehow connected to. It's about as stupid as it sounds. So this guy is teaching a lesson on Freddy to nobody, and apparently Freddy had a kid at one point. His wife got rid of his kid, and now he wants to find that kid again. We're supposed to believe it's this one guy who doesn't know his memories. You know, it's obviously because they showed a flashback that it was a girl, so it's obviously not him. And then he gets killed later on. Like, you're saving me because I'm your kid, right? He's like, wrong, fucker. I'm gonna kill you now because you led me to my daughter, who, spoiler, if you couldn't guess, is that woman. Yeah, this woman who's very bland and uninteresting is apparently Freddy's daughter, and that's a kind of interesting plot point to throw out at the last second. Well, what do they do with it? Nothing. She kills Freddy. At least we get to see what Freddy looked like when he was a human. That's kind of interesting. I guess he always is human, but you know, here's what he looks like when he was alive. So they bring Freddy into the real world like they did in the first movie. This time it doesn't go to bad. Also, during an earlier scene, Freddy gets kicked in the balls, and I'm not joking. This is actually a scene that happens in the movie. It's about as stupid as it looks. So Freddy tells his daughter to put the glove on, and she's like, okay, I will, to stab you. It's like, wait, don't do that! It's as stupid as it sounds. Oh, that's not how he actually dies. I mean, that wouldn't be poetic for him to get killed by his own glove, but no. You had to shove dynamite into him, and he explodes! Oh, and weird 3 sperm things come out of him. These dream things. They're very vaguely explained, so who the shit. And yeah, that was Freddy's Dead, the final nightmare. It is incredibly goofy, and it's a really bad finale of the Nightmare franchise, though, even though it isn't. But yeah, this movie is bad, but in the best way possible. It is just goofy as hell, and Robert Englund loves every second of it. He is having the time of his life playing a really goofy Freddy in this movie. So if you ever wanted to watch a nightmare film that was a comedy, well, I recommend this one. It has a lot of characters getting killed in the most ridiculous ways, and a plot that's so ridiculous that it's kind of funny. And it also has a lot of bad acting. The bad acting in the best way possible. Not as bad as Nightmare 4 Christian, who was fucking awful. Yes, this is definitely one of the most entertaining films I've ever seen in my life because of how ridiculous it is. I can't recommend it over 1, 2, or 3, but I can recommend it over 4 and 5. Alright, that's it. I will see you next time when we cover Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I'll see you then. Oh, and Johnny Depp makes a cameo. That's kind of neat.